An 84 overall. That's a bound player, though. I don't really want a bound player. Untradeable is okay with me because I can use them for sets at some point down the road. We got 22 out of 30 collectibles. That's pretty good. So we need another 8 there. That'll get ourselves a... Sorry, what was that reward? An 82 overall. Untradeable. That's pretty sweet. Or do we do the 80 overall and then we can trade it and we can sell it? Have to think about that there. Am I actually going to make it through the master sets to need the 82s to be able to trade them in for the master sets and get the really good cards? And then when I get those, can I trade those? I don't think so. I think those are also just going to be, I can use them in sets. We're not doing either of these packs, the green or the purple. 78 plus overall player. It's not a check my game one, and right now I just want check my game. 76 plus, same thing. Don't need any of that. So we're going to leave those 22 there for now, I guess. We can exchange fresh ice players, which none of mine qualify for. 80 overall, check my game set. You've exchanged some 78 plus overall players to get an 80 overall check my game. And then here you exchange 80 plus overall check my game players to get an 82. And then you need 382s, I believe. Yep, 382s to get into the master set area, plus 2 other 82 to 84 cards. Which then, yeah, so those master sets are also untradeable. So, is it really worth cashing in on some of the other ones? Not too sure. Either way, I need to get up to the 82s. If I trade in the 80s that are still tradable, I would get an 82 untradeable. So I may as well just go for the other ones right away. Cash them all in and stuff. Alright, so 78 plus overall players. I'm pretty sure I got some of those. Yes, we do. We're going to fill them in. That gets me an 80 overall. Check my game player. That, again, is untradeable, but I will be able to cash in one of the sets if need be. So we're going to see how many other sets of this we can make. Okay. There's another one. And we scooped up a decent amount of player items, but a lot of them weren't 78 plus players. That is unfortunate. However, we will be able to build with all those other ones down. I can show you that as well too. Sweet, another one. Here we go. That's 3 of the 80 plus check my game players there. Complete 10 sets in Hockey Ultimate Team. We got an achievement for some Xbox points. That's cool. Yeah, okay. Get rid of all those. Jeez, my 79 Brent Burns and my Mikko Letinins. We'll do it. However, I don't want to trade in any 80s just to get an 80. That seems kind of silly to me. Alright, alright. Okay, I don't want to get rid of my alumni player either. I'm not 100% sure what I can and can't do with them yet, so I'm going to hang on to them. What else do we have to get rid of? We could trade in Mantha from the Fresh Ice event. We don't really need that anymore at this point, right? And no, he's being used, sorry. That's why I went to my 79 alumni guys, because that's all that I have is the alumni ones. Okay, so no more of those. While we're in sets, before we go open up all that other stuff, I'm going to get out of the check my game stuff. And we're just going to go cash in some of those very lower level players right now. I'm sorry. This is XP season tokens, not players. I need to do those as well too, though. Regular old exchange. Here we go. What do we got at the bottom? We're looking for 70 to 73. We've only got 2 73s, so nothing with that set. $74 to 75. We can fill this. Let's take it. That gives us a 76 to 77 player pack. Now your other strategy, if you don't want to cash all these in, you can try and sell all these players off in the auction house. Some people are looking for their favorite players. Some people are willing to pay a premium for that. I'm not too worried about that, because then it's just building up a bunch of coins and you got to buy stuff and you play in the auction house constantly, and that's just not my favorite thing to do in the game. So we're going to keep going this way and just trading things in to get more players, to keep trading things in to keep building up for free by trading in our cards without having to buy things in the auction house necessarily. Alright, we're getting a good amount of sets completed. I'm not sure if that's any of the objectives we need to finish off at this point either, but that's always helpful. Anything that fits in this category is going pretty much. Again, so we can get a lot higher overall players and help use those to cash in for some additional stuff. Alright, so that's all the 74 to 75s. Now the 76 to 77, I forget already. Should I do those, because I forget what I need for the event. So let's just go double check that real quick, sorry. Into sets. Check my game. It was a 78 player at the minimum, so we can do the 76 to 77 ones actually. Though, let me see here. We need 81, 82 overall alumni. That's not happening. And then those higher alumni to get those icons. So that's not happening anytime soon for me. I'd imagine it's going to be the same thing with the heroes. Rookie sets will likely be the same. And captain's packs should be the same as well. This is 79 plus overall players. So 78 is still my entry level at the Check My Game week event. And then the Spotlight collectibles. Okay, so we're going to do those 76 to 77s. Because we don't need them anymore right now, apparently. If we can, at least. We're going to see what we can get. We're going to have a lot of packs to open. Big pack opening episode. We're getting a lot of these completed. This is great. This will give us a lot more players to trade in for the event. I wish there was a slightly easier way in the game to say, like, I want to trade in all of these players at this level for as many, you know, next step up players that I can get. And then take all of those rewards automatically, plop them in, you know. This is a lot of round and round that you have to do when you're exchanging all of these. I'm going to exchange all these. I'm going to open all those new packs, see if anything new fits into the team. Then from there, trade all those in, get a bunch of new stuff. Then I have to see if anything fits into the team again. And you keep going in this cycle until you get to a point where you have nothing to open, nothing else to trade in. You're content with where everything's at in your team. And that's just kind of that. So we've got no other 76 to 77 players in our collection at this moment. We have cleared house in the collection. We're going to go open a bunch of packs again. Look at all these. 25 packs we need to open. This is insane, right? Let's get the 80 overall, check my game players. Because then we're going to be able to use these to trade in, as I mentioned. Nico Sturm, okay. Off you go. So we got a Nico Sturm, a Liam Bichelle, and I forget the centerman that I scooped up as well. A third Liam Bichelle. Jeez. Popular guy. Another Nico Sturm. Another Liam Bichelle. Good thing I got multiples of these. They'd be easy to trade in. No attachment to those. Can't do anything with the extras. Nils Lundqvist. Alright, our last check my game player. before we go cash in a bunch of other stuff and get another one. Another Nils Lundqvist. Now we're going to open up all these XP player packs. Not XP player, exchange player packs, sorry. That are going to be 76 to 77 and 78 to 79 overall players. I wish I could just say open all these at once. Por favor, and show me everything. Yep. So basically, again, any of this stuff I'm opening now, the 76 to 77, even the 78 to 79 that I'm going to open up, all those are going to get exchanged in again and traded in again. Because I don't think any of those are going to fit into anywhere in my team that I need some real help, you know? Lots of items to trade in here. And I'm going to be trying to trade all these in so I even hopefully just collect all those Master Set cards. I mean, that would be really cool. And then I can't sell them off, obviously. But I'd be able to use them to trade in for other sets, potentially for still higher level cards. One more 76, 77 player. Then we get into our 78, 79s. Oh boy, big deal. Ooh, the Phantoms team. Phantoms in the AHL. I guess this is part of what they mean when they say putting in the grind to get through all these players. It takes forever to open these packs. I literally just want to open all of them and send them in my collection. All right, 1 pack left. Here we go. Then we'll go see what else we could possibly fit into the team, and then restart the process. Going to the team. Let's see what we got here. All right. Right-handed winger. We're still looking to replace an 81 or a 77 potentially. If we replace our 77, it needs to be an American 77. Yeah, we still got nothing to do for you there, bud. Bjorkstrand stays in. All those guys stay. Okay. Let's see. We got a bunch of Leon Bichels along with some other people. Let's see, center and winger wise, I guess, what we can potentially swap out. Let's leave it just on the center one here. Oh, that Granlund's bound. That's unfortunate. I forgot about that. Okay, all that should stay where it's at, though he is another check my game player. So it might be worth putting him in. Unless I go trade him up already for the better one. Which might be the better move here. There's also a 78. I don't know if I can do anything with that, actually. Wingers, I think, are all where they need to stay as well. Forward, left-handed. I mean, we could put Mikael Granlund down there, but Ty has better skating. And again, we could sub in Sturm as well if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to go trade those in. So that's the forward setup. Defense. Right-handed defenders. What are we doing here? We should put in Linkfist. But again, those are ones that we could trade up. I think we're going to go try and trade those in first, honestly. And then Bichelle, I just got a bunch more Bichelles, so I'm not going to bother trying to stick that in anywhere else. Goalies remain the same, I believe. Correct? Oh, I got Jake Allen now as a backup. I guess I could put him in, so I'm still doing Canadian with a New Jersey. Ooh, look out. Yep. Okay. Let's go check my ability point stuff real quick. Then we're going to go try and trade in a bunch more cards again. Jake Allen, I don't need your stuff activated at the moment, sir. Thank you, though. Tape to tape, Big Rig, Warrior. We're going to turn on his tape to tape again. That should be helpful. Save those changes. Okay, let's go to the check my game event again, I guess. Or should I do the regular ones first? Yeah, you know what? Let's finish the regular sets first. I don't think I got anything else in here. Yeah, still just those 273s. Okay. I don't believe there's anything else to add in here. Just 175. We got a lot of 76, 77s to trade in, though. I can tell you that much. That's another 1-pack. That's another 2. Okay. Alright, so another 2 packs out of that. That's good. Let's go see what we got. If I think it'll be anything helpful at all. 79 defender. Nope. You are going to also get traded in. And a 78 right-handed. Yeah, nope, you're getting it. You're gonna get traded into. Okay, so back to sets. We're gonna go into the event set. And we're gonna try and cash in some more players. See what else we can get. Alright, so another 2 check my game players. 3 check my game players. This is great. Four of them. Wow, okay. I mean, I'll take it. Five of these sets. Wow. This is sweet. Clearing house. Again, another option you have for all of these cards, if you don't want to trade them in for these collections like I'm doing right now, you could try and sell some of these in the auction house. Some of them are untradeable. Like, I believe that one with the little circle there in the top right, I believe that means untradeable. You could sell them in the auction house. You could try and make some money on them. Somebody's out there looking for their favorite player or their rare player because they're from Europe and they don't get as many cards and stuff. Who knows? I don't want to do it that way. And again, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not an expert with this stuff. This is just the way I'm choosing to try and build my team with the cards, the rewards, the points that I've had. Another Leon Bichelle. Wow. What a surprise. I can't wait to go trade in that guy's face. Okay, Lundqvist again. I'm curious to see if there's anybody that we get that's new. Or if it's going to be all the same 80 cards that I have already. Yep. So I could still technically probably fit all these guys in the lineup without having to trade all these in. And then I'd have my check my game players I need to get certain achievements done. Or objectives, I should say, rather than achievements. But also, if I trade all these in, then I'll have really good check my game players to go get all those objectives done with. No other packs. Okay, let's, dare I say, go back to the team and try and add those guys in. I mean, again, it's another defender I'd be putting in. That would be getting rid of Honka, and Honka has better stats than him technically, so I should just keep Honka there. But my problem right now is I only have 2 check my game players. I got Zach Bolduc and Leon Bichelin, and that's it. And I need better players than that, and more players than that, than just those 2. I could put in another 2, and I'd have 4. That would be great. And I feel like I could also go trade in a bunch of these guys now and get some much better ones. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. I can't do anything with Bolduc at all. So I may as well start trading off some of these and get some 82s. So I got a lot of these cards now. Those should be the 3 82s that we need just to make a master set, which is sweet. We're going to keep going. I'm curious how many 82s I'm going to get here. And who my 82s are going to be. My other problem then is I still also need to get rid of a regular 82 to 84. And I don't think I have any of those that I want to give up right now. So I don't know how fast that master set thing's going to be happening. But we're going to try. Okay. Let's go get our 82 overall players. See what we got. 82 left-handed defenseman, Eric Gustafsson from the Detroit Red Wings. And the same one again. I was just about to say it would be nice if I got 4 different players so I could add all of them into the lineup, regardless of what it does for my overall, just so I could get some of these objectives done. And then, of course, I pull a duplicate right away. P.R. Suter, center left-hander. That's pretty sweet from the Blues. Okay. And another Gustafsson. Come on, man. You're killing me. So I got 2 duplicate Gustafssons. He was a left-handed defenseman, if I recall correctly there. And it doesn't really matter between these guys with the 87, 87. Mackenzie Weegar. Eunice is an 88 and 88. 85 and 86 acceleration and speed. Warrior for the X Factor. Really good defensive awareness. Shot blocking, stick checking. Shot stats are pretty good. Hands are pretty decent. Checking's kind of meh. We're going to put him in instead of this Brickley gentleman, I guess. Or do I get rid of Eunice? Eunice is 88s in his skating. I feel like that would be a little more beneficial for me. So yeah, we're going to put in Gustafsson. Now, let me check real quick. There was definitely something about defense. He does both. Damn, I can't do that. I need a Swede and a Detroit Red Wing to get an overall 2 boost. Gustafsson checks off both of those boxes. Unfortunately, I need 2 different guys. Oh, man, that sucks. Okay. Let's see here. Nothing else that way with the defenseman that we can do. All right, so that's fine. And then I don't think we had anything new for right-handed defenseman. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure no. Defense, right-handed. Yeah, there's nothing new to be putting in there, and he's faster than Pulock, so we're just gonna leave that how that is. So we're back to the forward lines again. We are either getting rid of Bjorkstrand or Kelleher. Forward righty. Both of you guys are staying where you're at. Again, I don't pick up a lot of right-handers for whatever reason. I always get a bunch of lefties, which awesome for me. Play hockey. I'm a lefty when I play hockey, so that makes it easier for me to play. But I feel like that kind of limits my choices there, selection. Bolduc we're keeping in because he's check my game player. So we could get rid of Howardchuk, who's an 84, which seems just stupid to take him out of the lineup. Or Mantha, or Ty, or Cutter, I guess. Let's just see what's up with left-handed forwards, where we're going to put people. So we got P.A. Suter, and we need to add him in. For sure. Like, I think center left-handed. Maybe we put him on a wing instead of Ty. That kind of seems to make the most sense to me. Forward, lefty, P.A. Suter. So now I have Suter, Bolduc, Bichelle, and I didn't add in my other I had another defenseman, right? That was the other person I got? Oh yeah, up here. Gustafsson. So I got 4 of them now in the lineup. That's helpful. Wish I could get some of them together on the same lines instead. Actually, you know what? There we go. Now we got the 2 of them on the same line, so that's helpful. Everything else is going to stay where it's at. Everything else is where it needs to be. The last thing I'm going to do is go cash in some of my XP collectibles. We're going to build up Matty Beignet a little bit more. And I think that's going to cap us